Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Danrie from Craft of Giving, and in today's video I want to share how to make these super cute little polymer clay Highland Cow earrings. I'm making these very cute little earrings for someone very special in my life, and hopefully they're not watching my video right now, until after they get it anyway. To make your very own little Highland Cow earrings out of polymer clay, you will of course need some polymer clay. Decide what color you would like your little Highland cows to be. I went with this nice little sandy brown color in my polymer clay and cut my portions to size and massaged my clay until it was quite supple and easy to work with. I rolled it into my fat little snakes and divided them into smaller pieces and rolled those into little balls and slightly flattened them out to create the base of my little cow's face. To create the little ears, I'm using my little cut off pieces here and dividing that into two to create 2 ears per cow, and roll that into little balls and then into a teardrop shape by just only rolling one side of my little ball. To attach the ears to the head, I simply just pressed my little teardrops to the top half of my circle there, and then used my clay tool, well, it's a balling tool, to sort of push the ears onto and create extra little details for my ears. Now I'm making both earrings at the same time, so I'm just going ahead and doing the exact same thing for my other little cow. Now they're not twins, they're sisters, so if they don't look exactly the same, that is okay. Moving on to the ever so cute little snouts of our little Highland cows, I did go ahead and massage a small ball of this sandy color clay and rolled that into 2 small balls, trying to make it as equal sized as possible. Rolling the ball between my hands, I then went ahead and flattened them ever so slightly to create the super cute little snouts of our, well, noses, mouth, whatever, of our little Highland cows. And now for the most recognizable part of a Highland cow, I did go ahead and mix my clay together to create a lighter brown for the fringe of the beautiful Highland cows. Now I decided that it wasn't light enough, so I did go ahead and add some more white clay and work that in to create this beautiful light sandy brown color, and then rolled it out into a nice thin snake for the fringe. It's as simple as rolling it out, placing it on the top of the cow's head, and start building that fringe. Now, every time you cut a piece, you need to re-roll the end to create a nice softer edge rather than just a chopped edge. Now you can decide how fringy you want to make your fringe, a really bushy one, a really short one, a funky looking one, totally up to you. Now to give my little Highland cows a little bit more character, I did go ahead and roll a tiny little ball in black to create the eyes, just only one eye that peeks through that very recognizable fringe, and kept adding my little strands of hair to the fringe. Now it's totally up to you and how big you want to make the horns of your Highland cows. I wanted to go with a bit more of a cartoony look, I guess, by having a shorter, stumpier looking horn. It's as simple as rolling 2 little balls and then doing your little teardrop once again, and then attaching the horns into place where you want them. I finished off my little cows by adding a few more strands of hair just to combine and incorporate those horns fully, without it looking like it was an add-on after the fact. And then adding the final touches to our little Highland cows, it's time to add the little nostrils and the tiny little mouth. Now again, I'm going for the cartoony look by just poking 2 little holes for the nostril and then making an upside down Y for the little mouth of our cow. Now I did forget to film this part, but I did round off that little mouth a little bit more because these cows look too sad. So I made them look like they're smiling by just rounding off the edges of the upside down Y. To make these into earrings, you will of course need something to attach it to an earring, so I did go ahead and poke my little pin through the bottom of my cow all the way through its head, and making sure it's quite central so that once it hangs off the earring, it will be nice and even. Being careful not to squish the hair or the face or any of the features. Then it's as simple as preheating your oven and baking it according to your polymer clay's instructions until it's fully baked through. Now you can totally go ahead and glaze these if you like, but I quite like that matte look rather than a real glossy look for an earring. For my particular clay, it was 130 degrees for 40 minutes, and then they came out perfect. Allow these to cool completely before you even try to handle them, because you will burn your fingers. And then finally, to complete your earrings, go ahead and trim your findings and create a little eye loop using your pliers, and then attaching those to your findings for your earpieces. I think these are going to be an absolute hit for the person I'm making these for. She is absolutely crazy about little Highland cows. A very unique, once-off handmade gift that will certainly brighten her day. Just completing my earrings here by attaching my little cows to the ear finding, and then they are completed. Now, to present these beautiful little Highland cows, I did go ahead and grabbed a piece of cardboard in her favorite color and trimmed it to size, poked 2 little holes in there so that my earrings dangle off them like a little presentation card. Using a sharp little pin from my quilling tool, I did go ahead and poke some holes in there so the earrings fit through them, and finished it off with a cute little handmade with love sticker, and completing the little package by adding it into a little self-seal little bag for her to enjoy like it was a gift that I bought from the Sunday markets, but I made it with my own hands especially for her. If you like this video, as always, please give me a big ol' like and leave me a comment down below. What kind of Highland cows will you make? Or will you make a different kind of cow? Who knows? I make videos on handmade gifts and other fun DIY projects. I thank you very much for watching. Remember to be crafty with your giving, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!